Hello everyone, my name is Kenneth, and today I'll be talking about a new book because we recently finished Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and so we're going to be talking about Never Eat Alone. So I just found this book on my bookshelf, and I thought it was a pretty good book to read. So the title, it's called Never Eat Alone and Other Secrets to Success, One Relationship at a Time. So when I first heard it, I already knew that they're going to be talking about connections. That's what I think, or building relationships too. Yeah. Okay, so let's get started. Oh, by the way, we're not in the usual place where I'm sitting on this bench behind a wall. Okay. Okay, let's get started. So, table of contents. Right now, I am in a few pages in. So sometimes you have to ask, how on earth did you get here? You have to sometimes, how am I already this old? Let's figure out young, same thing, let's say you're in a good college. That's just how did you get, how on earth did you get here? Let's see, maybe you have from a bad background and you have to study hard, or you didn't really need to at all, and you just paid yourself in. But so the author, he asked himself he was overwhelmed by Harvard Business School. He was like, how did I get here? Harvard Business School. Yeah, the camera's moving on a little bit. But he said that he was a country farmer boy, and he didn't have much of a background, right? So most of those business people were rich people because they can afford to go to Harvard. They were very good, and he was really intimidated because how did I get here? Look at all of these people. I don't match. Oh, it's so rich and I'm poor and I don't belong here. But that's how some people feel when they're in an environment that they do feel like they don't belong, but they're meant to be there. So he said that it was a defining moment in his career and his life, and he was a country boy from southern Pennsylvania. He was raised in a small town, didn't have much of a background, unlike most people. So if you most people think country boys are not well educated. I think some of that is true, some of it isn't. Some people have the right mindset, they can study. Some people the parents who cares about your school? You need to help me on the farm. Those are the farm people, I think, or that's back then. Yeah, but anyways, it was an important moment in his career. So let's get forward. So his father was doing construction work. Construction work isn't the best job. Yeah, so that he only does construction on weekends. I think it says that he worked in the local steel mill. His brother escaped the small town life by the way of the army. So his dad was doing construction on the weekends. His brother is in the army. And his mother cleaned the homes of doctors and lawyers in the nearby town. So people who are successful don't always have a good background, as you can see. There is no such thing. He says that the author says that there is no such thing as self-made people. It's because someone has to help him. He cannot just do it on his own without the approval of others in getting people. You know how they sell, right? People sell things. They can't be self-made because in order to be successful, they need the buyer to help them by paying money. So there's no such thing as self-made. Some say that they're self-made even though they were just granted money by either the partner or what's it called, parents. Yeah. So hard work will pay off. Not always, because you can do hard work, but as long as you apply it, it will pay off. As a kid, he handed at a local country club for homeowners and their children living in a wealthy town next to his. So as a kid, he was already working because those people on the farms up there are hard working. I don't know if he's on the farm though. Not all country people on the farm, but yeah, he was working hard when he was a kid. Not too much of academic life. Let's see. So, before he's talking about his life, about he came to believe that specific ways life, like golf, is a game. Yeah, a lot of rich people like golf for some reason because apparently you get to talk to people. What's it called? I forgot. Connect. And you also playing a game. Life is like a game. You have to keep moving forward, except for as an unpausable game, which you can't redo. You have to keep going and going. No pause button. Life is like a game. You make choices, and in order to level up, you have to work for it. You have to do these quests. Each game has quests in order to level up. Same thing with life. If you want to level up to success, or even to a better job, get paid more. Yeah, like that. There's many games like that. Well, virtual games that you can actually experience in real life without experiencing the real world. Yeah, I think this is built for kids or teens preparing to go out into the open. I'm scared. This is what I imagine about the real world. I go out there, I have nothing to do. Okay, what do? I go to McDonald's and go home. Hey, Mom, so which job should I get? My mom's like, ooh, did you study? Yeah. You shouldn't be working at McDonald's. Or you should go to college. I'm already past college. Go to medical school so you can be a doctor. So most people will think that all these high-paying jobs, they're 4 years is easy. And then why would you go to 8 years when I can already be working? So that's some people's mindsets. Why work later when you can work now? You want instant gratification, because that's how life is. People always want that, and you can use that to your advantage if you want to be successful. So before his eyes, he saw proof that success breeds success. Yeah, it says right here, before his eyes, he saw proof that success breeds success, and indeed the rich do get richer. The rich get richer. That's important because, of course, they got rich, so of course they know how to get richer. They know what they're doing. The poor gets poorer because they can't break their bad habits. Middle class, poor, they always wear these fancy suits. Well, I was looking at this picture. It's kind of weird. So regular people that are not successful wears expensive suits. Mark Zuckerberg and Bill Gates is wearing a plain old t-shirt. There are wants and needs and stuff, and you imagine rich people wearing an expensive suit with a nice car, but not all rich people do that. They don't spend on unnecessary things let's say a pillow made out of gold. There's actually such thing as a golden hamburger. No, I don't know why someone would pay for that. That's why the poorer gets poorer. They're like, ooh, that's cool. I need to try this. They spend $1,000 on ice cream. Things like that. Okay, I already talked about that page. We're going to be going through page by page. Oh, we don't miss anything. And I kind of want to talk about some of these. Okay, so they went to their church. And at the time, they wanted to be a great athlete, rich, all the girls falling over him. So rich people, or some rich people, are let's say athletes, right? They have, let's say, 2.2 batting average in baseball. Out of 10 balls are thrown at them, they can only hit 2. And then they get paid millions just for hitting 2 balls out of 10. It makes it simple, but actually hard. But the thing is, this is how athletes get rich. They do something that they love. It depends on your passion. If your passion is like environmental scientist or something like that, it's going to be hard to find a job. But if you want to be an athlete and be rich like that, it may seem fun, but if you keep doing it over and over again, it gets competitive. Then you start raging if you lose, and starts to get boring and boring. It's like playing a game, but you play it so much it gets so boring, but you can't turn back because you had so much project and you wasted a lot of time. Some athletes are like that. Some people I made so much progress, but I can't get out. It's like some people work at a job for 15 years, but they oh, I can't quit now. I made so much progress. I spent so much time. It would be kind of a waste if I quit. Things like that. So he was rich. He was rich. All the girls falling over him. So you may think that some nerds are will never get success, or they'll never be cool when they go. Look at Bill Gates. He was a nerd, and he got rich, and then he got a girl. My dad was like, it's okay to be a nerd. In the future, you'll be the one who's successful. All the people who make fun of you will not. Something like that. Unless you're coding, like that. But there's different types of smart I talked about in Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Financial smart, brain smart, video games, everything like that. Cooking smart. Yeah. So, let's see. So he joined a club, and he was this person named Mrs. Poland's. He was Miss Poland's caddy, not candy. So he said that he was the only one who had enough, ironically, to hide her cigarettes. Because you're supposed to make him look good and things like that. So he was really hardworking. I think this is they didn't tell me if it's after college or. Yeah. Oh, wait, I think I missed the page. What? Okay. So I think I accidentally skipped a page. Oh, no, I didn't. But, okay. So, rich people, in order to be truly rich, you have to give. Okay? So, you can't think he's just rich and never give, because people think you're just snobby, selfish. Look at Bill Gates. He is rich because he's rich, but he also gives a lot of money to donate charity thing. You may ask again, how's he rich? He does a lot of charity. He gets money from his foundations he make. I think he's now $100 billion worth. You always want to compare yourself to the richer and think how you can get better. You don't want to compare to the people who are below you, because what's the point of that? It may make you feel good, but that won't motivate you. You already think that you're the best when you do that. And I kind of sometimes do that, oh dude, you're so dumb. No, I'm just kidding. But people who look down on people you're kind of mean, I guess. Okay. Enough about that. Okay, so so because of those days, in specifically a lesson that he learned, he came to realize that first semester at business school at Harvard's hyper-competitive, individualistic students had it all wrong. Those people have the wrong mindset, because you know how those people go to Harvard, right? Some of them are successful, some of them aren't. Some people have the working mindset, some of them actually have success in their minds. So I think my dad told me a story. If you want to go to a good college, you have to really know what you want to do. because he, like, one time he was in college, like, and he met this. Oh, there was a girl in his class who was from Berkeley, and she majored in architecture, but she went to coding instead because she couldn't find it. So it's kind of a waste. Make sure you know, like, when you go to a good college, make sure you know, or like if you're a kid watching, you make sure you know that you know what you want to do. Make sure there's like it's actually jobs available for you, so it won't be an actual waste. Things like that. So some people have the wrong mindset. People have the work, and this is what I have to do. I think my brother just threw a firecracker at the window. But yeah. So in America, especially in business, we're brought to cherish John Wayne individualism. People who consciously court others to become involved in their life are schemers, brown nosers, smarmies, things that I don't know how to pronounce. People, yeah. So, like, he learned a lot over the years. He has learned that the outrageous number of misperceptions clouding those who are active relationship builders is equal to the misperceptions of how relationship building is done properly. So, people, like, you see how people like to connect, make friends, right? You may be like, wow, this guy has a lot of friends. It's so much connections, you can get help. But you can't trust everyone. So he learned that a lot of people misperceptions clouding those who are active relationship builders is like the same thing as people who is the same thing. Is equal to the misperception of how it's done supposed to be correctly, and people like think they're doing something right. Not really. So if you do social media, you may have like 700 mutual friends, but so some guy had like 300. He invited them for a party. He test if they are actual friends that you can go to. Only one of them came. So you can't trust everyone. You may think that you have a lot of friends, or that you have to go to them if you need help. You can't really. So that's why you need to have the right connections. Make like maybe your best friend to help. You want to have a lot of connections to help relationships, for business, things like that. But you don't want like unreliable ones, or like, oh, I want to, like, someone wants to buy and then they don't cooperate with you, and then they totally drop it after how much work. It's kind of annoying when you do that. Okay. So this is his personal life right now. So, okay, I think one more thing. Ask any accomplished CEO or entrepreneur or professional how they achieve their success, and I'll guarantee you'll hear very little business jargon. Okay, so like some business people, CEO, they have like a whole story of how to do it. Sometimes they are hand down, which, like, how did you get to be a CEO? My grandpappy, he gave it to me. I didn't have to do any work. Wow. 100 billionaire CEO, hand down. What a great life story. And some people, like, they don't really care about how people got there as long as they get there. I'm like, so some people, they didn't want to like tell you how they got to success because they either don't want to brag, or they don't want to tell you secrets so you won't get successful. Sometimes they will, either to brag or to actually help. They'll tell you, but he'll guarantee you that most of them will tell you how they achieved it, to either brag or they just actually want to teach you. Okay. So what you will mostly hear about the people who helped to pave their way are, okay, this is in the book, if they are being honest and not too caught up in their own success. So, like, have you ever met these people that they would actually go to their company and work instead of their own family? I never meet them, but I see them in movies. Like, they are so obsessed with work that they don't even have time for their own family. I think some successful people do. Not Bill Gates, I don't think, but like some people, they are working super hard to make this one company, and that they're actually ruining their family. And yeah, so you don't want to be too obsessed, emotionally attached to your company or a business, because let's say it doesn't go through, you're gonna be totally devastated. You're gonna be super sad. If you're not like emotionally attached, you still focus on it and stuff, but you like not too devastated when your company just goes down. Unless you're like a CEO of a big company and somehow like the company goes out of business, like Toys R Us or something like that. But it's pillows. Okay, so one lesson, self-help and misnomer. So okay, this question in the book: how do you turn an aspiring contact into a friend? So I think I'd like to talk to them, like just talk to them, like I can't explain it. And over time, I'll like build trust with them, things like that. So how can you get other people to become emotionally invested in your advancement? You want to get people involved in it. Make sure you, like, a good way to get them involved is maybe have, like, tell them what they'll get out of it. I think that's what the question's asking. Yeah. So, because, like, no one will help you in your business unless they get something in return. I wouldn't, to be honest. Because, like, what's the point of wasting all this time, but I'm not even going to get anything back from it? So, you want to, like, maybe, give them some of the profit that you make, to your business partner, because they're your business partner. And why are some lucky, no, I don't know how to say that word, who always leave business conferences with months worth of lunch dates and dozens of potential new associated? I think, that question's kind of confusing. Where are the places, another question. Where are the places you go to meet the kind of people who could most impact your life? So some places you can go to meet those type of people that will, they'll impact your life. It's like maybe you have a role model, like a superstar or like a actor. You can go to like those places where with this like autograph stuff. But let's say you want to have this rich person, or like you want to find a mentor that will help you with success. You can just go anywhere. Maybe find out like this important banker or something like that. Like maybe ask them if they can help teach you, or make sure, or maybe you can work for a company. They'll give or build trust and like build a friendship with your boss, and like they'll teach you how to get to success, I guess, like that. So of course I don't know what the workforce is because I'm only a kid. I only get my money from birthdays.
You know what success is?
No, I mean like working outside,
okay,
computer and like work, not success.
Oh, okay.
I make my money off my birthday, Chinese New Year, chores, but those are not really real jobs. Basically, I am getting paid. I'm getting money for just being alive. Every year on a specific birthday, every year they congratulate me for being alive, and I gain tons of money. That's how you. Yeah. And those rich people, they get money while they're sleeping, so that's even better. They're not even doing anything. Retirement, things like that. Retirement, it says here that retirement isn't actually. It doesn't mean that you're not working. you still need to work and keep your success up, and like so you don't go like this is net worth, you go poor like that. You still need to work somehow, keep your business, your money up. Okay, so I don't have no idea how long it's been. It's probably not even
32 more minutes remaining. 32 minutes remaining.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
You can ask your brother for water if you want.
Nah. Okay. So why am I saying next week? So he said, from his earliest days of growing up in his town, he found himself absorbing wisdom and advice from every source imaginable: friends, books, neighbors, teachers, family. So like you can have any mentor. Like your parents can be a mentor, your brother can be a mentor, your sister can be a mentor, your uncle can be a mentor. Keep going on and on and on. You can you absorb a lot of knowledge by reading books, maybe listen to audio. Like you always learning. You're learning how to stay alive. You're learning how to accomplish something. You're learning how to like breathe or something. Learning how to cope with your emotions. Everything you learn how to do. You always are learning.
You learn how to react towards other people. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you learn how to Okay. Okay. So basically, you can get advice from anyone if you have the right connections. You can't, but you can't just go on like some YouTube and like trust everything you see. You make sure you have a reliable person that can actually give you good advice. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm good with that page. Okay. So I forgot where I was. So that aid was never in more dire than during my first job out of business school. And, yeah. So basically, he was getting aided, and like they come to his aid when people would come to his aid when he failed stuff. And people will always need help and stuff, but you can't always rely on other people. You have to be just like in school. Unless you have a tutor, you can't just rely on them to help you. You have to do the actual book yourself. Just like books, you can't rely just on books. You just read books all day. Yeah, you're learning, but it's not getting any more successful unless you actually input. He always needed, because it was his first job out of Harvard Business School, and people always need help. It's like the first job. You should always you should never always stick to your first job, because reasons. Yeah. That's what my teacher said. Never stick to your first job because
you want to explore more.
Yeah, you want to explore the life, and you don't want to get stuck to it.
You want to know what's better out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you want some change. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this pillow is getting stuff on me. Mm-hmm. But anyways. So he already helped. He wasn't focusing. He found himself on his first project, huddled in a cramped windowless room, and he wasn't doing really well. He was trying. But yeah, this is what you experience when your first job, when you just get out of college. You're trying, but you can't just do it because no one would want someone without any credentials. But if you do, it would be kind of tough. It would be tough on you. Yeah, let's say your first time, you're a doctor, your first time. You can't really expect it to be easy. Of course, you're not gonna know what to expect. Then you your first job, you don't know what to expect, but when you go to your next job, now you have more experience and you can start fresh. Okay. So, yep. He says that on his job he was clearly on his way to getting fired or quitting because he can't just do his job right. Or he was trying, but yeah, we all been at a stage that we're getting close to getting in trouble, or we have to do something. Stuff like that. So luckily So in the book, it says luckily he already applied some of the very rules of networking and stuff like that. It's still in the process of learning. So this is this learning. He was still in the learning stage. Everyone like in after college, where everyone's in the learning stage, but maybe when you're 40, you're already out of the learning stage. You're actually in the real job world. So you get out of college. You're finally in the real world, and you need to know how to go on your own, survive. It's a learning stage. You don't know what to expect, so that's why you learn from your mistakes. Don't do it again. You think that getting in trouble by your parents are hard. If you get in trouble in the real world, it's even harsher. Things like that. Okay. So, yeah, he only got this because he was trying, but his job wasn't the right job. He was kind of bored of it. And it's kind of a problem when you're not even thinking, or you don't even care about your job anymore. Okay. So in his spare time, he was trying to learn, and he wasn't painfully attempting to analyze the data. He wasn't really working in his buffs. It's the point he was working enough so he doesn't hurt himself. So he went to get ex-classmates, professor, old bosses, things like that to find his knowledge. Old bosses when he was a kid working, things like that to get the knowledge. And he's just trying to build relationships with them. If you build a good relationship with your boss, that's a good thing because you're getting favored by the boss technically. Is that correct? I think. Okay, gotta get thirsty.
Okay, go get water.
Okay.
Tell your brother to get water for you.
Hey, can you give me water?
Why?
Don't ask for water.
Why do you need it?
Get water, Kevin.
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
Do you want to toss it? Okay. That's my Postmates right there. Just tosses it through the hallway.
Free labor.
Free
labor. Okay, I've been talking long time. About 30 minutes.
24 minutes left.
Yeah. Okay. So his mentors gave him a $150,000 expense account to do what he already been doing, develop a business, things like that. So he can spend. There's the money so he can spend to get his business starting, get starting the world. This book is so it's not like Rich Dad where he teaches you how to get rich. It's how to get good habits, build relationships, things like that. So you can't just read one book, okay? You need to read many. So if they're missing any information, some people don't know that. Yeah, but it's some people don't know about these books, or they do, but they don't really care. Cause this book is basically talking about how you get good working habits. Rich Dad was just talking about what you can do, how to do things, how to manage your money. But anyways, so there's you can't compare all these rich books that will help you success, unless they're basically two books talking about the same subject. But anyways, okay, he's already started. Okay, fast forward, he's getting his career started, and he's here while his career was in full throttle, and keeps going max speed, I think, or something like that. In some ways, it all seemed like a lucky accident. Yeah, you go to good grades, but sometimes it's just luck, or it's just like me actually trying. Okay, next sentence. In fact, for many years, I couldn't see exactly where my professional trajectory would take me, or take him. Okay, so after his company, a crazy quote of top-level jobs accumulating in his finding of his own company. That was kind of a choppy sentence for me to say. So he couldn't really see what his job of Harvard, he can use it. He doesn't know like where he can go with it. A business school, yeah. Business school is really important if you want to be a business whack man. Business man. Yeah. Okay. So from Deloitte, I think that's what the company's called again. He became the youngest chief marketing officer in the Fortune 500 in Starwood Hotel and Resorts. So that he's already in there. He's like really successful. He's not really successful, but he's already pretty successful, and it's because he had the right mindset and he is working. It doesn't really. Wait, I think it does. Yeah, he had mentors to help him. You can't. Most successful people have mentors. Some come from a bad background, some do, but everyone has a mentor. Unless you're like, you don't need one. Even though people who had hand downs, they have mentors. Their dad probably, or the mom. Their mentor, they look up to the mom, live up to the name, and like if the parents hand down the money, stuff like that, or the company, like they want to seek advice how to run it for the whole family name. They think that everyone has a mentor, unless you have like lost all hope and you don't care anymore. Mm-hmm. Okay. Water break.
20 minutes left. Good job.
Burped. Okay. So then he went on to become a CEO of Knowledge Universe. In the he became a CEO. Okay, let's see. Knowledge Universe, Michael Milken funded a video game company, and now founder of his own company, Project Greenlight, sells marketing, consulting, and trading. He has this company that is like it sounds like a big company. It's like, if you have like a business company like that, let's see. Yeah, sales and marketing consult thingy. You know that the company is actually doing well. It's like, you know how those big businesses with a giant skyscraper, you always want to know who the CEO and how to get it. Those people are very successful. Believe it or not, there's actually a lot of billionaires out there. There's a lot, but there's more poor people still. You may not see a lot of rich people. It's because you actually don't know if they look like it. You could be living in an area of rich people. There's a lot of rich, but still a lot of poor. In a way, it's kind of a good thing that there's poor and middle class people, and it's because, and this is why they don't teach them in school. They teach them how to work employees, and I don't think they teach how to be rich in school, because if everyone followed it, the value of money would fall. So let's say everyone has $100 billion. Now the people who worked up to $100 billion is now nothing. So this is what happens. This is what happened in many other countries. It was like, I forgot the name of. What was it called again? When the money value drops.
Japan?
Huh?
Japan?
No, I mean the value. Yeah, inflation.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of a good thing that not everyone is rich. Okay. Okay, I think this. So, Senator Hillary Clinton, this is before she ran. This is when she's still senator. Senator Clinton asked him to use his connecting skills to raise money for her favorite nonprofit organization, Save America's Treasures. Even Hillary Clinton actually talked to him. He's pretty successful. Friends and CEOs of Fortune 500 companies asked if he could help them throw more intimate dinner parties for the lead prospects, things like that, and clients in key regions of the country. So this is basically his own life. I don't think he's in the book yet. I didn't get to the part when he's actually talking, but as you can see, you can actually know and see how he worked and how he became successful. You want to have the right mindset. Yeah. Okay, so he gives us a list of 1, 2, 3, So these are like some incredible virtues you should follow, he says. It is never boring. Time consuming, sometimes demanding, perhaps, but dull never. You are always learning about yourself, of people, business, and the world. It feels great. Yeah, that's true. Like, let's say you're working at a bad workplace that you don't enjoy. You're learning how to cope with like your frustration, and like learning if you don't like it or not, and like what you like and what you don't like. Look at that.
So you can learn anything, right? Anywhere. Is that what you say? Mm-hmm.
But you don't want to learn too late. Let's say you're learning how to be successful, like when you're middle age. Like, it's good to start early, and but you can start whenever you want. But it's not the best if you start late, because you have a hard time taking all the information. Mm-hmm. But you can always learn when you're even old. Mm-hmm. Change your habits and teach your kids.
Good points.
2, a relationship-driven career is good for the companies you work for because everyone benefits from your own growth. It's the value you bring that makes people want to connect with you. You feel satisfaction when both of your peers and organizations share your advancement. So, like those careers when you can just build relationships, things like that. Like people, it makes everyone profits from it. Like company profits from what you did, things like that. Like you may think like you're not doing nothing at work. Like I'm not doing anything. I'm not learning. Or like this doesn't matter. But you're actually benefiting the whole career. You're making money. You help make money for the company, which then the company makes money. Then that money goes to you. It's kind of So if the more you work, the more value. Like the more value you are, the more you get paid. Because if you bring in more money for the company, the more money it brings in, and then the more money goes out. Okay. So like everyone, your business, your like coworkers will always they are sharing what you do. They value what you do. Okay, 3. Connecting with the support, flexibility, and opportunities for your self-development that comes along with it happens to make a great deal of sense in our new work world. This is a big one. So I'm just going to try to break it down. So connecting with the support, flexibility, opportunities for self-development that come along with it happen. Yeah. So you want to connect to people that would support you. They are flexible to work with. In my opinion, I think I'm flexible. Yeah, people say I'm coachable. My brother doesn't sometimes get things right away. I think I do. Because I actually use my common sense, not like him. I'm just kidding. Okay. But anyways, Yeah, you want to have. It can't just connect with anyone. You want to connect to people who will actually bring you profit and like opportunities to help you grow. You don't want anyone to like. They may be flexible, things like that, but if they don't help you grow, that's bad. Okay, that's just your hair on me. I only own some. Okay, so okay, we have a lot of pictures to go to. Today he says that he has over 5,000 people on his palm who will answer the phone when he calls. Okay. Like, so those people, like his clients, he has 5,000 of them, and they will answer, I think he's predicting that, to answer. And like, they are here to offer expertise, jobs, help, encouragement, support, and yes, even care and love. Those are people who are willing to work with them. Like, sometimes you don't want to always answer. You know how your phone, right? Maybe someone calling you for like a business opportunity. You don't. Sometimes they're bot calls, which are not important. But you always want to know when to pick up or when not. Let's say you have a good business. It's like someone from like a Fortune 100 company is calling you. Is that good? Is that better than 500? Fortune 100?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you have good. If you don't pick up, you lose your chance. You have a few chances in life. If you miss it, you can't get it back, unless life spares you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, life is a pain sometimes, but that's why you have to go with the flow.
Mm-hmm.
And follow the life algorithm. Okay.
I like that word.
Yeah, that's how you word it, right? So, the very successful people he knows are, as a group, not especially talented, educated, or charming. So not all of them are gifted, or not all of them are very educated. There's many rich people that didn't get a really good education, but they are willing to actually learn. I think like Grant Cardone, he was in a good situation. Was he? Yeah, he was in a good situation. But let's just not talk about that. Okay. So everyone has like the opportunity and the capacity to be a connector. You can everyone can do it as long as the bravery, the mindset. Yeah, you have to be flexible with other people. You want to work with flexible people. You also want to be flexible. You want to be you want to have a good personality so that people will actually listen and like you, talk to you. Okay, so after all, if a country kid, right? He says that if a country kid can do it, that you can too. I can, yeah. I'm not a country boy, but everyone can. He's basically saying that if a person with not good education can make it into the club, you can too. Because a lot of people have good lives out there, like me. I think I can, right? Yeah.
You think you have a good life?
Huh?
You think your life's good? Okay, that's great.
Better,
yeah, you can make it better, definitely.
Everyone can always make their life better.
Yes. I hope you can. I hope you will do it.
There's no such thing as the best life, and there's no such thing as the worst.
Yep, I agree.
The worst life is not even having a life, which means you're dead.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, chapter 2. Don't keep score. I forgot the name of chapter 1. Mm-hmm. Chapter 1 was becoming a member of the club.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, you have 7 minutes left. Mm-hmm.
So there is no such thing as a self-made man. We are made up of thousands of others. Everyone who has ever done a kind deed for us or spoken one word of encouragement to us has entered into the makeup of our character and our thoughts, as well as success. That's a quotation from George Burton Adams. Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. No one is self-made. Like everyone, they have to agree with you, if they give you encouragement, if they're a mentor, or even if they put you down. No one's self-made. Because sometimes negativity can lead to positivity. Sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like being a negative will push you forward to, like, let's say you have like a person like always beats you in like grades or like school, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Athletics. You can use them like, if you can use them as motivation.
Mm-hmm.
So they're also part of being you.
Mm-hmm.
They help build your character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Cars 3. You can use negative to positive.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The best motivator is pain, more than passion.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like most kids, I don't understand. I don't. Yeah. Because like, since I'm a kid, I don't know how the real life works. So maybe.
You never feel any pain?
Yeah, I don't feel
Maybe
pain.
one day, if you are always addicted to your game, mommy should spank you so hard that you will feel the pain. Okay, keep on going.
Okay. Or maybe when I'm like actually successful, I can have a gaming room. Like on my free time, like, hey, come here.
Mm-hmm.
There's like, yeah. Okay. So he says when he gets talks to college and grad students, they always ask me, what are the secrets to success? What are the unspoken rules for making it big? Preferably, they like my response wrapped up in a tight package and tied with a neat little bow. Why not? I wanted the same thing at their age. So basically, like, yeah, you like, what's the secret to success? They expect, like, I was expecting a simple answer, but it's actually way more complicated. It's actually simple and complicated at the same time. So the simple part is the motivation, the right mindset. The hard part is like making your business, focusing, doing the things that are supposed to do, managing your money.
Discipline.
Discipline is hard. But motivation, that's the easy part. Like, it's simple if you know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard if it, like, depending on where you think your success is.
Mm-hmm.
That.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So he responds to those grad students, so you want the inside scoop. Fair enough. I was some of the key to success in one word: generosity.
Mm-hmm.
Like people like, why would I give money away? That would be making me poor.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so they think he's telling them that as a joke, like giving money, generosity. Like generosity, why would I need that for success? I should be focusing on myself instead of others. Narcissist. Okay.
What's another word for that? Focusing yourself instead of others?
I think there's
Narcissism, right?
yeah, narcissist or something like that. Okay. So when you work, you're doing everyone a favor, even if it's generosity. Let's say you have you're selling things, right? You have a good business. You're doing people a favor, even though you may not think about it. If you make money, you're doing people a favor. You work in exchange for money. That's not right. Yeah, even if you have a passive income, you can be rich and rich and rich. Like Bill Gates, he did Microsoft. He did everyone a favor by making Microsoft. In return, he made tons of money. You don't want to be living to paycheck to paycheck. That's a little different. It's basically the same concept if you're rich. Own a company, you're doing the world a favor by using your company to give people technology or something like that. Water. Okay, so how much time do we have?
2 minutes.
Okay. So it's almost been an hour.
Yeah, you can somewhat like wrap it up and then summarize a little
Okay.
bit the main point and then introduce the next one and tell
Okay,
people why they should
so
buy from you.
I think that is good for today. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video for Never Eat Alone. This is the first time I've been talking about it. I think my brother has been talking about the book. I don't know.
Not yet.
No? Okay. I thought he was reading some orange book.
I don't know.
Oh,
You can ask him later.
yeah, but anyways,
Summarize it a little bit.
we've been talking about his personal life, his mindset, and that no one is self-made in the world, and like even the people who give you complications or contributing, just the tiniest bit, like a good job from someone will help build up your character. And no one is self-made unless you have no one in your world. And you somehow, but that's impossible. People who buy from you, they're helping you become. Yeah. So I think that sums it up. I think maybe by next video or the next video, we will have a link to this book where you can buy it.
Yeah, this video after we post this.
Or after we post this, I don't know. But yeah.
Introduce next time. What will you be talking about?
Next time I'll be talking about the rest of the chapter, and
what are the topic you'll be talking
so
about?
don't keep score. Then I'll keep talking about it. I'll be reading more, so I will get into chapter 3. What's your mission? And read and talk about a little bit of that. So yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.
Why should they buy from you?
Oh yeah, you should be buying from me because if you want to learn success, you should also read this book. You should.
Why should they buy from you than any other place?
What's the time? Oh, it's because it's more affordable, and I make money, and it's an easy link you can go to.
Because. Okay, it's easy. It's right at the link.
Yeah,
right?
it's right at the link, and you don't have to waste your time typing what's that book called again?
Yeah.
Oh, Never Poop Alone.
And you're reading it with them.
Yeah, and I'll be reading it with you. So I will be talking about what you missed, and you can tell me in the comments what I missed, things like that. So make sure, if I'm unclear about things, you can talk, or you can read it about it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.